Shalom, first and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh. Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakak, with double honors to the elder apostles, our great millstone that taught us this true citation. All you I can pushing this word day in and day out. I claim cost this lesson, man. And this is not the spirit to be in, especially when trying to deal with these harlots out here. You know, you get your ass thrown in jail quick, right? Because, you know, hey, going back to the garden, man. You know, Eve made that deal with the serpent, man. Esau, man, and you know Esau upholds it, man, to a certain extent, to this day, man. Many thousands of years later, all right. So I'm gonna play this video, you know, and these whores, you know, I don't got no sympathy for them, man. Really, I wouldn't have bat an eye if he would have clocked off on one of them or put him to flight, all right. Can you please? Can you just walk away, please?
He really pulled up, got out his car, went in his trunk, and pulled out a gun. Ladies, please be careful. This happens way too many times because men don't know how to take no for an answer. I wanted to bring awareness to the situation because women are... This is sadly what happens when women respectfully decline a man's advances.
Can you please? Can you just walk away, please?
He really pulled up, got out his car, went in his trunk, and pulled out a gun. Ladies, please be careful.
He was a so-called black woman. She probably wanted to run off on the bill anyway. That was her whole plan to begin with. So now she got an alibi. She has an excuse, all right? So, you know, basically what happened was a nigga, I guess he tried to bag her. And she was saying no. Which really, man, don't even try to bag these women, man. Just, you know, if a woman wants you, she'll come and find you. One way or another, man. You know, avoid the trouble, avoid the Me Too bullshit. Avoid all the wickedness that comes with these whores, man. If you can, man. It's best, like Apostle Paul said, it's best to be like him, be single, man. You know, because a woman is going to bring you trouble, man. You know, for that little bit of pleasure. For that 1% of pleasure she give you, you won't have 99% of trouble, man. All right. She's going to bring to the table drama, whatever, right? So it's not worth it. It's unbalanced, man. So, you know, people, of course, we live in a SIP society. So most people gonna say, be careful, ladies. Hey, they should have been there. They should have had their ass in the house, and it's at night. You know. So if she's supposed to be at house with her children or the man, because most women have one or the other, or both, children and a husband or a man. So her ass shouldn't have been out there, man. Right? So I'm going to give some precepts, man. Because, you know, this Sex in the City culture, they teach this woman how to be outside, be out and about. You know, I played a dating game and all that dumb shit, which, you know, I can't wait till the Lord pulls the trigger on this shit, man. I mean, I was kind of upset, I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of upset the shit ain't happening in 2020, but here it is, we're in the end of 2023. You know, Lord willing, something big happens soon, man. Because we tired of this day-to-day bullshit, man. This vexing of the spirit is a heaviness on brothers, man, that want to get up out of here. That we still here, man, all these years later. But, you know, we got a job to do, so it's all in how about Shimmy Outside's timing, man. So this is Job 14:1, man that is born of a woman. It's a few days and full of trouble. So a guy, emotional Jake like that, man, you know. I mean, he's lucky there weren't no simp niggas around, because a simp nigga would have sized him up and been like, oh yeah, this nigga, he don't look that big, so let's go fuck him up and try to take these whores home. You know, he's lucky there weren't no simp niggas in sight. You know, cause Jake, they can't afford them restaurants no more, man. You know, I mean, a woman can still afford it, but a man can't. A woman got all type of side hustles, selling box, OnlyFans, whatever. So they could still afford that shit, but a nigga can't really afford that shit, man. Not in modern times, right? Because you go out to eat, you eat, you get a drink, get a dessert, you spending over $100, and Jake rather spend that on weed and shit, video games, shit like that. The man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. Yeah, so you could tell he was raised by a woman. Yeah, he's all extra feminine, arguing with them bitches. Just walk away, man. Take the L. If that is your thing, the cold approach or the lukewarm approach or warm approach, hot approach, whatever. Dealing with these women, man, just take your L and move on if she ain't interested, man. I mean, it really is not an L, it's a W, but the society says an L. Only L is, you wasted some of your time, a few minutes of your time that you never get back. All right. It said a few days and full of trouble. So a man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. So, a few days, man. Because, you could tell he's raised by a woman. Let's say his dad or he had an uncle, father figure in his life. Guess what? They're effeminate as well, too. Because that's where he learned that action from, man. A feminine woman and a bitch ass niggas. But more than likely he's raised by a woman, man. It ain't no secret. Most Israelite men, the fathers are out of the household by design. That's why you see niggas going to the truck, man. He ran to the truck. He wanted to kill them hoes for saying no, which that's not justifiable. Even as wicked as these whores are, that's not really justifiable, even in the scriptures. Because, okay, maybe you could say she's an adulteress, but guess what? She didn't commit adultery on his end. That's for her husband to put her to flight, man. Whoever her man is, but she has many husbands, man. You see a bitch with a blonde wig on, man. You already know she's out there, man. Like, I never liked the one so-called black woman with blonde hair or blonde wigs, because I remember it was like a ghetto gagger bitch. I remember like way back in the day, in the 2000s. I remember she had a blonde wig on, man. So I was like, man, and Esau was having his way with her, popping her, busting off in her mouth. I was like, man, I can't get down with this blonde hair nigga woman, because every time I see that, it reminds me of that gaggle gagger bitch. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, fuck that. All right, ain't you see a woman with a blonde hair? She hates herself. She wishes she was a Edomite, a so-called white person. This place is Babylon. Here it is. The so-called white woman wants to be a black woman with the big booty, voluptuous shape. And then the so-called black woman want to be white woman with the weaves and shit. This is Babylon, man. All right. And it says a few days and full of trouble, man. I mean, few days. They ain't got to break that down. I mean, the niggas dies young, man. You can clearly see he's a younger man. He look like he's under the age of 35. Maybe under the age of 30. Far more than likely under the age of 30. The way he was going back and forth with them hoes, throwing up fake gang signs. Like he really about that life. Coming forth like a flower and is cut down, he fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. Yeah, man, the nigga life is short. Because, the emotional actions. What if the cops was around, man? They would have blew his ass away and they seen him with the blicky. They would have blew his ass away and right in front of them whores. And them whores would have been laughing. Because a woman is cold-blooded, man. A woman, a Babylonian, especially a Babylonian woman in this society, man. This is Isaiah 51:20. Thy sons have fainted, they lie at the head of all the streets as a wild bull in a net. So, hey, man, these niggas are posted up on the corners, man. Just like him, he was posted up, at that outdoor seated restaurant, because a woman want to be seen, so she get the outdoor seat, especially the so-called black woman. They don't want to sit inside the restaurant. If the weather's nice, they was like, yeah, let me sit outside because I want to be seen. As a wild bull in the net, they are full of the fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Yeah, so they're full of anger, they're full of rage, man. You clearly see he was a wild bull, man. He wanted the bitch to push him. He's really trying to egg her on. That's why he jumped in her face and she was like, yo, give me my space. That's one thing I could say about that nigga woman. She had like some composure with her, man. You could tell she been in situations. Cause the nigga he was in her face like he wanted her to hit him so he could fuck her up. But she has one thing you gotta give credit where credit's due. That even Satan, even a broken clock is right twice a day. So she had enough sense not to get physical with him. Throw You know how the nigga woman get down. They'll throw drinks on a nigga. They'll do this. They'll do that. But she's acting more civilized because she's hanging with, which they were jakes too. She's hanging with what she thought were so-called white women, so she was acting civilized. But really, they were Israelite foreigners hanging with her. They weren't Edomite women at all. From the looks of things. So she's trying to act more civilized. But guess what? If she was with a gang of Keisha, she probably would have hit his ass. That's one thing about the so-called black woman. She adapts to whatever environment she's in. God. All right. So, yeah, man, these niggas just posted up on the corner. I mean, do something with your time, man. Of course, we all like box, but we don't necessarily like what comes with the box, man. Child support, simp niggas, baby daddy, all types of shit, man. The mouth, these women won't shut the fuck up. All the women gotta do is shut the hell up, man. But that's a task for these women because Esau done allowed these women to be liberal, man. He done freed Esau freed these hoes, man, from us, man. Esau freed these hoes from us, man. They not under our umbrella. They under the umbrella of Satan, man. So that's why a majority of these women here, especially here in America, is gonna get put to death, man. I mean, it is. That's why Jacob's trouble need to come, man. Shell shock these women into being righteous somewhat again, man. You know, but really, y'all gonna be saved in childbearing, not because you're righteous, because we gonna need women to procreate with, man. All right, and it's prophecy, all right. You women are gonna go back to being our cheerleaders again, man, instead of Esau's cheerleaders, all right. It's been a long time since I did a video on you harlots. Maybe a month or so. So this is in due time, man. All right. So yeah, this is a good scripture. I'll probably end off on that. This is Proverbs 7:11. She's loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house, man. Her feet don't abide in her house. She's really supposed to be in her house. That's why a lot of these women get put to death, because why? They not at their house babysitting their children. Majority of this women have children. Because why? Because they deal with multiple men. They don't like rubbers. That's a so-called black woman does not like rubbers. They'll make every excuse in the book. Oh, they allergic to rubbers. They don't like how they feel. Hey, if you're a brother, just definitely stay with your brothers, or just master the pull-out game. But you know, but there's times, especially when I was out there, single man in the world, whatever, coming up in my 20s. It was plenty of times a woman didn't care, didn't want me to use a rubber. You know what I mean? But I still used it then because I know my situation. I was like, hell no. There was times where they said they wanted to feel it raw, a couple strokes. This and that. And that's why you wonder why these women disappear on your ass, because you using rubbers. Like if you deal with using rubbers, you're not going to keep a so-called black woman long term, man. you know, it's not gonna last long. Really, any of these women, but mainly the so-called black and Latino one, because they don't like rappers. And it says her feet abide not in her house, man. So that's a curse, man. You know, that's why you try to get with a woman and she's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Why? Because that's the curse. It's in the scriptures. It says her feet abide not in her house. And the scriptures say, a woman's supposed to be discreet, man. How's a woman discreet? In the fucking house. This devil done gave them jobs, all type. 100 years ago, most women weren't even working, man. You know, 100 years ago, man, most women was not working. Now it's a normal thing. It's been the norm since what, the '60s, man. It's Jeremiah 4:30, and when thou art spoiled, let me see what 29 says. Let me see what 29 says, man. Yeah, 30. And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Thou clothes thyself with crimson. It was crimson. It's kind of like a shade of reddish purple, almost like a rulership type of color, right? Though thou like a burgundy color, though thou deckest thee self, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with pain, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. So in vanity you gonna make yourself beautiful for nothing, right? Hey, y'all renters that face with paint and makeup. Even social media filters, that's like a painting, man, on your face, man, like a demonic painting to make you look more beautiful or younger. You got filters that make old women look younger, man. You know what I mean? Of course, you got filters that make ugly women look somewhat appealing. That's what most of these women, ugly hoes, use filters. That's why I seen a video of Mr. Organic. He said majority these internet hoes, you see them in person, they ain't shit in person, but on the internet they baddies. You a baddie on the internet only, man. That's whack shit. What about real life, right? In Organic City, still pop them and then tell them, or I guess don't block them or whatever. These little whores out here, man. And it says, in vain shall thou make thyself fair. Yeah, in vanity, man. Because guess what? You're making yourself fair not for a man of the Lord, for 2/3 for heathens, and that's gonna be your ultimate destruction, man. The majority of these so-called black women done had Edomite popping before. They done had pink. They done had uncooked riding and pink riding. You know what I mean? So it's sick out here, man. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. So, hey, man. Who's your ultimate lover? Esau, so-called white man. He's starting to put judgment on you whores, man. You see these Edomite cops blowing the nigga, so-called black woman away, the nigga woman away. And then you seeing now, even these 2/3 niggas, man, they despising the American woman. That's why most of them, when they call themselves passport bros, because they really despise the so-called black woman. And it says they will seek thy life, especially when society ultimately collapses, society as we know it. Order out of chaos, all that, man. Ain't no food, ain't no jobs. Every man for himself. They really gonna be coming after you women, man. For child support, for just being demons, man. And plus you women, y'all ain't gonna look too good in that day. You ain't gonna have your weaves, your extensions, your fake eyelashes, cumbrellas, which most brothers call. You ain't gonna have none of that shit. Your nails did, none of that. So you gonna look the part, man. You gonna look ready for the slaughter. You know what I mean? You gonna be ripe for the slaughter. Most of you women, because most of you women can't take care of yourself. You go to Moab, you go to Ishmael, Elam, that do nails and stuff like that. Y'all go there do that for upkeep. Upkeep. Y'all go to them. Y'all just know how to slap on a wig or weave. That's it. So hey, man. We living in some very interesting times, man. I can't wait till y'all Bashim Yashai pull the trigger on this place, man. All right. Let me end off on this last scripture, man, because you always like to end off on again. Thou save the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of the cup, trembling even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Yeah, man, we're gonna drink the bitter. Right now, we drinking the dregs, but this is like the last of the dregs, man. Because even the Lord, He lighten the affliction. Like, it's like, hey, the affliction that the so-called white man used to put on us, the from hardcore slavery. Now it's like it's a very light version of that now, and you're getting it more from your own people now than than an enemy. So that goes to show you that the Lord is changing the earth, man, changing the energy on the earth. I mean, it's a light affliction. You got to deal with these 2/3, these wicked women. You got to interact with them and shit for business sake. But hey, real soon, man, Lord gonna cut them off, man. And we ain't gonna have to see him until the kingdom. So I can't wait, man. Until next time, y'all.